Well, so I was training to be a cardiothoracic surgeon in medical school is where I was training. And I remember a day where I was in the OR with a 5 kilo hypoplastic left heart infant, restrictive ASD that had a 50% chance of survival for getting out of
Mm,
the OR. And I was a medical student at the time at Medical College of Wisconsin in Milwaukee with Dr. Tweddle and Dr. Jaquist. And we made it out of that OR and was able to go back to the family and say, your daughter made it. And I will never forget the euphoria that I felt as a medical student at that moment of being able to come back into the room after telling them that there was a 50% chance that you wouldn't see your child again. And that weighed heavy on all of us in the OR. And then to be able to go back out and share the news that your child did well was euphoric. I don't know how else to describe it.
mm,
Um, the problem was a few days later, I was in the clinic seeing a 4-year-old child with HLHS that had heart failure, that had high PRA levels, the antibody levels that prevent you from being a transplant candidate.
mm,
And we advised the family that that 4-year-old needed to consider hospice care because there was nothing else we could do for that 4-year-old child.
mm,
And that moment hit me like a ton of bricks. And I remember reflecting deeply on that for days, if not weeks. And where my head went with that was, what was I celebrating days earlier when we walked out of the OR, high-fiving each other, going to that family's room? What were we celebrating?
mhm.
What really was I celebrating as an individual?